Hey guys, this is Callison here, and I am joined again today by Loxy.
Hello everyone!
And this is going to be the base that we're going to actually put together for you, so you can see what bases usually include, at least from the one that I bought and the one that Loxy owns, right?
Yes.
Because this one is the chibi base that Lockwork Orange has, and that's what I'm going to be doing. And you also have one by Lockwork Orange.
Yes, it is known as the Pretty Little Thing base. It has so many add-ons.
We kind of touch on that in our first video about bases. If you haven't seen it, then
You may want to check it out. It's got a lot more information. This one's all just about put together bases.
yep. Okay, so this base I bought. She was having a sale for travel, and her mother, who's doing much better now, which is great. This is what it came with. It came with 3 poses, and all those poses include clothes, and I'll go through that momentarily. So each of these has a folder for horns, things like this, faces, which you actually have to put together these faces. So you have eyebrows and then eyes, and there's different kinds of eyes too. Oh, and lashes, but you actually have to put those on yourself. And then all kinds of cute mouths, like little growly ones, and like the little toothy ones. And then the noses, which if you don't layer them, look correct. So you've got like cat noses and like beaks. Then at the bottom, yeah, more beaks, little dragon noses. And then you have tails, which go from like short tails to long tails to, at the very, very bottom here, there's even like shark tail. So cool. She doesn't label any of these because there's a lot of them, so I don't blame her. But once you find what you're looking for, you can put it together. And these are the ears, obviously. She's got, wow. She's got human ears, even. There's no human nose, but you can kind of, yeah, long rabbit ears. And then hair. She's got short hairs, and then kind of your own put together hair. So there's the bangs, and then plenty of little backs, little ponytails and buns and stuff, and then just long. So that's basically what you have to work with. I also draw my own stuff, so in a minute you'll see my CC, what I call my custom content. It's kind of from The Sims that I use that term. These are the clothes it comes with. You've got like polos and long ones.
There's so many.
There's so many
clothing
clothes.
options.
There's little formal things and jackets. She's even got swimwear and dresses. Yeah, date night, really. So cute. And then, that's like not even half of it, because then she's got capes and scarves, and like you have edgy scarf. I love edgy scarf.
Reminds me of something from Gaia.
I know. And then there's like belts and collars. You obviously erase the ones you don't want. And all...
Which we'll show you in a minute when we get to the actual thing.
All kinds of jewelry. And then there's this one, this is like just assorted, which you can just add your own little bits and baubles everywhere. So then, the last thing I have to show you here is her little etc. Bandages, bows everywhere. But that's what it comes with. It comes with all those clothing options. I'd go through all of them, but it'd be a long video if I did. I'm going to be doing one for this character. This is my own ref sheet of a character I'm kind of working on still. Zuri. And this is what I picked out for her. So it'll look like this when you just kind of put it all together. What I recommend is putting it on a new canvas altogether, so you're not accidentally saving over the original. Not that you can't just re-download it, but it's just easier that way. I'm also putting in my creative content here. So it looks like a big mess right now, but eventually it won't look that bad. One thing I'm going to do right off is something I do with a lot of my artwork. I'm going to select the outside and all the little inner workings here. And reverse that. And then fill it with a color. I just have blue because that was my sketch color. But that'll help me in a minute whenever I start erasing. So I'm getting rid of the clothes for now because I need to focus on her body. What I do here is I will go to these parts that I know overlap. Like, let's do this first, this tail. I'm going to actually bring this tail out and alter it a bit. And then I'll lower the opacity just a tiny bit so I can see where it meets. And just, boop, erase it. So that's all done. Easy. I wish the rest of it were that easy. These are actually pretty complicated to put together. If you just have everything like you just see it right now. I mean, the hair and the ear, what is that? But I'll lower opacity in various stages. Kind of like the bangs here run into the back of the hair. So I'll just kind of take care of that. Since I'm doing it anyway, I'll take care of the ear part here. So that looks good. Taking care of the bangs part here because the ear doesn't really need to. Actually, I think it would look better if I erased the ear to the bangs.
That's another thing is when you first put your base together, you kind of got to decide what part's going to show, what part's not. And as you're going, you'll kind of figure out that some things would look cuter one way or another. It's all up to artistic preference, which we talked about in the first video, how these can really be an art form in and of themselves.
They're very artistic in and of themselves, not just because the artist made them, but because you have to use your own creativity when you're putting them together. I certainly don't think it's just a plug and play. Like, a lot of these have a lot of work put into them. By both the buyer or user and the artist themselves. So I'm going to get rid of this belt right now. So that was cute, but I didn't really want that. And so the next thing I need to do, I think that's the simple, is take care of the bottom part of that shirt, which I put together the tank top and the lazy shirt. I can't remember now.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have my, I'm working with Clip Studio, so I just use my G pen and kind of add a couple things here and there. That's just me. You don't absolutely have to. I do. And then it looks like the shorts coming through right there. Now I've made a couple of these, so that's why I'm so quick with some of these. I usually will go through and like tint everything and make sure I'm doing it the proper way. But I've made quite a few of these on these bases, and I love them so much. She's got so many. She has a couple of free ones, but I really, really recommend like giving her, like, this one regularly is what, $10?
Yeah.
Super cheap for like all the stuff that you get, because you can make this into avatars, you can do adoptables. Not to just sing her praises, but I really love Lockwork Orange as an artist and a person. So
she's just very kind with her stuff. She is very business savvy, but she also wants people to be happy. So yeah, with, things like the cigarette, you take away the hand-rolled one, move it into position.
Let's see. Actually move it up, look at that. Yeah, that looks great. Okay. There we go. And that looks pretty put together. You gonna have to keep your stockings?
Oh. Okay. I thought you were making space pants.
Space pants? Is that what you said?
Yes.
She's space pants.
Space pants. Galaxy stockings? Space pants.
Space pants.
I'm gonna go with space pants.
Yep, that's good. Okay, so now that that's all done, I have my CC to worry about, which I actually just forgot until I saw it. So,
I was gonna ask, but
No, it's fine. So, I need to erase the hair here. I need to add another line too. I just made these because I had a particular horn style that I wanted to achieve. She just didn't have it, and I'm picky
you
sometimes.
may want to get rid of the little spike on the closer to us horn.
Well, I was going to draw around it. Oh yeah, no, that makes it easier if I do that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I have you around. Okay, so I can just kind of cheater that around. Yeah.
See, I know what I'm talking about sometimes.
You do. You don't absolutely need a tablet if you're doing bases like this. It just helps. So there. So now I have that all done, and then I need to erase the wings to a certain point. It's like, I made them kind of so I could move them around in the future if I really wanted to. I love making creative content for little bases and stuff that I might get.
And every time you create creative content, you can still just leave it with the base and it can be used for other characters.
Yeah. I've got some butterfly wings on another one I should really put on everything else.
I know, they're so cute.
Okay, so now that all that's together, I can start combining and then combine everything. Okay. Ink, and now that is completely off because I did that. Whoops. Where's that coming from? So with the bottom layer, why that's so important to me is it helps me see little things like like this, just little tiny specks that I might have missed. It helps in the process of coloring, so you don't drive yourself nuts filling in every color. Sometimes you get some hiccups, apparently, but
I think it's just because you did it very early in the process of this
did.
particular one.
Usually I'll take a little bit more time on these, but for the sake of the video, I just kind of wanted to speed that up a little bit.
Ta-da!
Okay, now that I have all that done, minus the cigarette that I forgot.
Well, you didn't have it in.
I know. Alright, minus that. Now she's all ready for flat colors. So let me just pop those in really quick, and then I will talk a little bit more about it. Now that all of my flat colors are done, you can completely stop here. This is a pretty finished base. I mean, I haven't done the eyes or anything, but most people can just stop here and be good. I'm a glutton for punishment. One of the big things that I love about bases and why I occasionally use them is they allow me to be a little bit more creative. You start off with a base, either naked base or one like this, and then you can add your own creative spin on it, and that really helps me whenever I'm going through like a block or something and I don't have anything within me to want to draw, but if I have a base, it helps me sometimes. It helps me get through that. And
I've heard that from more than one artist, actually, that having a starting point is sometimes better than just having a blank piece of paper.
really,
Yes, because a blank piece of paper to an artist can be intimidating. Because you're like, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to fill it, can I fill the whole thing, am I doing, but when there's something there to play with, it becomes a challenge rather than intimidation.
I can see that. I never thought about it that way, honestly.
Mm-hmm. It's like, it's something I say all the time, and she grumps at me for it every once in a while. You want things to be challenging, not hard.
Yeah.
Because there's a big difference. Hard is near impossible. It makes it feel like you're not doing well. When it's challenging, it's fun and it's interesting, and you're just trying. So that's my tiny soapbox.
It makes a lot of sense, though.
Nobody else could have produced this exact same character.
Mm-mm.
It's your idea. Lockwork is just helping you to realize that idea.
Yep. That's how I like to see it, too. Shiny space pants are important.
Okay, shiny space pants, got it.
And there we go. That's pretty finished. Anything else I do to this would be like some minimal shading and slapping a cool background on it, but this is what a completed base looks like. And it's really not that hard. Just put a little effort into it, make it look great, and voila, instant creativity, I guess. But thank you for joining us, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Bye.
Bye.